Hi, it's Vervain. Welcome back to my channel. I am back here with another haul from your favorite Japanese stationery and bookstore and mine, Kinokuniya Books in Austin, Texas. I have done a haul from Kinokuniya Books before, and you can go find that on my channel. I will link it down below. Also, obviously, a lot of the stuff that I get it there, but you can probably find it elsewhere. You can find it at other book and stationery stores, or you can probably find it online. If I can find any of my favorite products that I got today on Amazon, I will link them down below for your viewing and purchasing pleasure. However, I got these all at Kinokuniya. If you're in Austin, go support your local bookstores. Kinokuniya is a great one. So I went there because I have been bullet journaling for like a month and a half now, fairly consistently. Good job, me. I have a really hard time doing anything like that consistently. And I've been like way sick a whole bunch and injured, and it's really been trying to throw me off. And I have like a little bit been thrown off. Like I haven't done this every single day this month, but for the most part, for the last month and a half, I've really stuck with this thing. And that's a major accomplishment for me, so I wanted to level up my bullet journaling. I've been doing like a lot of like faux calligraphy and brush lettering in here. Here we go. We've got some real faux brush lettering. So this is literally done with like an ultrafine point Sharpie pen. And nothing against ultrafine point Sharpie pens. They're actually great, and there's hardly any, what's that word again? Ghosting? Ghosting. But to write this one little affirmation in Sharpie pen like this so that it looks like brush lettering takes like 10 fucking minutes. So I'm kind of done with that. I mean, I'll probably still do it sometimes, but I thought, you know, I really want like some actual brush pens so that I can do this the proper way. And I think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I actually did not pick up a black brush pen. And I'm a little bit wondering what the hell was I thinking. But I focus on what is working. So we're gonna focus on the things that I did get and not the things that I thought I maybe should get and didn't. And then I also do some like faux calligraphy. And I wanted to be able to do some more black letter in some more colors. And so I had kind of like a list of things that I wanted to do to level up my bullet journaling and, or things that I wanted to get to be able to level up my bullet journaling from Kinokuniya, and I got all of them and a few more things. So I thought I would show you because maybe you want to level up your bullet journaling and maybe you would like to buy some nice fancy pens. So obviously you can do lots of, I think, pretty nice bullet journaling with just some colored pencils and Sharpie pens and regular pens and washi tape and a few stickers. Why everything is washed out. You don't need lots of fancy pens to bullet journal is what I'm saying, but if you want lots of fancy pens, I support you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the fancy pens that I got. Where'd they go? Oh, okay, so these first ones are some highlighters. One of the first times I went to Kinokuniya, I got a couple highlighters, and they're really cool. This is one of the ones that I had before. It's just by the side of my bed because I was using it. And the cool thing about them is they've got these windows in them so that you can like see very clearly in your text where to stop highlighting. And that's just one cool thing about them. The other cool thing about them is that none of their colors are super garish, and or like maybe they have some garish colors, but they also have like a lot of nice, not Gatorade like colors that I like a lot. And so just as like markers, like I wanted to have like a blue. I've been using kind of my greenish blue to fill in my water tracker, but I wanted like a more real blue, and I didn't have a yellow and I didn't have a green. So I had that tealy blue, and then I had a pink and a purple, and I still have those obviously, but I kind of fleshed out my collection with a more pure blue, a more pure green, and this like goldenrod yellow is called bright yellow, and then the green is called lime And then this blue, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have a name. Oh, right, and the other thing about them is on this other end, they are fine point. So it's like a fine point marker on this end, and then a windowy highlighter on this end, which I think is super practical, super cool, makes them really easy to work with. If you're like actually highlighting text in a book, I use them for like color coding my monthly calendar, and I wanted more than, I only have 3 colors. This color, these 2 colors combined makes this one. So that was kind of why I wanted to flesh out my collection there. Yeah, so I used my teal highlighter on these pages as well to fill in the letters and kind of go over these, and then also to fill in my water tracker there, as you can see, and that water tracker where I didn't do as good a job drinking water. I was gonna drink water, but this is empty. So I guess I'll have to drink water after I'm done filming the video. That's like the main problem in my life right now, is that I'm always like, I'll drink water afterwards. And then I forget. But I actually used one of my new markers, not one of these highlighters, but one of my new brush pens to write Laguz, which is like a water rune, on my arm so that I remember to drink lots of water. Yeah, go water. So that's my highlighters. Bam, that took a long time. Then I got a bunch of gel pens, and I got 2 different styles. They're both by Jelly Roll is the company. So the highlighters are $1.95, and then these gel pens by Jelly Roll were $1.99 each. And these 3 are metallics. There's a metallic silver, a metallic gold, and a metallic green. And then these 5 are glittery, and these were the ones I really wanted. Somebody actually left, like, I don't know if it was a customer or another partner or who, but somebody left a glitter pink gel pen on the, like, at the Starbucks where I work, and one of the other shifts has been like filling out some of the shift stuff in the book with the pink glitter gel pen. And at first I was like, this is really silly and illegible, and then I was like, nah, I can totally read this, and it's awesome, and I want one. And it was like all broken and taped up, and it didn't have, like, it was so used that you couldn't read the brand name, but it had a shooting star on the side. But I was like, I bet I can get those at Kinokuniya. Anyhow, I got, just went to great lengths to peel the sticker off of this pink one, and I cannot tell that there's a color name on it. I think it's just numbers, but it was like the darker pink of the 2 pinks that they had. Anyhow, I got a pink, a purple, a like dark blue, a like teal blue-green, and a silver, and those all have glitter flecks in them. I really wanted a gold, but I tried out their gold, and it was like kind of a gross yellow. I'm really excited about using these for all my magic things in my journal. Lots of magic stuff has been happening to me lately. It's been really weird. So I've been having a lot to write about. That's actually one of the reasons that I'm behind in my bullet journal right now, is because I keep being like, oh my god, there's so much shit to journal about. I have to write down like everything that just happened in this meditation and in this journey and in this room in this house. And so like for context, I'll probably make a separate video about this because it's a lot to talk about. But let's just say, hypothetically, what if there was a portal on my dining room floor? We'd never noticed it because there was always a table over it. And then we moved the table to sweep and consider rearranging things. And then weird stuff started happening. Yeah, so let me know if you want me to make that video. So anyhow, lots of stuff about like crystal grid, rune spells, and protection charms, and all sorts of things that I'm going to want to be writing down in magical, glittery, and metallic gel pens. Not to mention the other kinds of pens that I got, which we'll go ahead and show you. This is going to be the pen part of the haul, obviously. So these I was really excited about. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of like faux brush lettering in my bullet journal, and I wanted to learn how to actually brush letter. So these are brush pens, and they are double-sided. They're not different sizes on each side, they're different colors on each side, so they're all one size, and because it's a brush, you can kind of use the pressure to control the thickness of the line. I hate this overexposure. Calm your tits, camera. Anyhow, these are my brush pens that I just threw through. There's a portal in my house and I'm speaking in tongues. Brush pens that I just threw through the air. Through. No wonder that's hard to say. Through the air. And they're really cool. And I'm probably sampling them for you in the video now. And I like all the colors. There's root beer float, burgundy. I think it must be pure pink. I can't peel off. I literally can't peel off the sticker. I'm gonna have to get a knife, so I can't totally read it, but I think it says pure pink. Apricot. Kiwi. Pure green. Pure blue. And lunar lavender. How could I resist a color like lunar lavender? Serious question. Serious answer is I couldn't. So anyhow, there you go. That's my brush pens that I got, and I'm sure you're seeing my writing samples. It's very exciting. That is one of the things that I love about Kinokuniya. They actually have like a bunch of different brush pens available, but you can sample all of their pens. Maybe not like all of them, because there was one, these were on like the lower level of the shelf, and so I almost actually missed them. I was like having trouble finding the brush pens. Or like I tried one brand of brush pens and I really didn't like it. Like there wasn't enough brush action. It was like a pointy pen rather than a brush pen. It was like very firm, and I wanted like a very soft, pliable tip. And then I liked these. It's like 2 for 1. You get twice as many colors as you pay for. Oh, and these were $3.99 each. So these were a little pricier, but I feel really excited and good about using them. And being able to have more color and dimension in my bullet journal spreads in the near and distant future. And then, last set of pens, I got these calligraphy pens, or like calligraphy markers, I guess it really is what they are, because they're not like fountain pens. But they are like broad-tipped, flat nib markers in a range of colors. I got 6 colors, and these are the same color on each end, but they're different sizes on each end. So there is, let's see, pure black, denim, hunter green, kiwi again. Are these the same company? Let's see, the brush pens are called Brushables by Zig Memory System. And then these calligraphy pens are called Calligraphy 2 by Zig Memory System. Right, so we had pure black, denim, hunter green, kiwi, summer sun, and salmon. And kiwi and salmon I am especially loving. I don't know, I think all these colors are really beautiful. I wished they had had like a lighter purple color. You can see these are the receipts that I tested my writing on, and they did have a purple that I wrote this L in, but it was like super deep purple, and I just didn't really want quite that purple, or at least it wasn't my priority. So yeah, these are, I tested all the brush pen colors. I didn't end up getting the orange one, or there was like a more orange one that I didn't get that was like super orange, and then I got this one that's like kind of orange and yellow. These 2 colors on the pure green, I think, looked more different on the receipt here when I tested them, and then when I tested them in my book today for this video, I thought they looked like almost exactly the same color. Like I wrote 3 words in it because I was so confused, because I thought, wait, did I just write both words out of the same end? Let me try the other end again. And nope, it's just that both ends are almost exactly the same color. But it is a very pretty color, so you get what you get. You can see I just set up my notes for, this is actually yesterday because today is Sunday, but I have a lot to journal about what happened yesterday. So Figured I would write it out for yesterday's date anyway and practice my black letter with my new calligraphy markers. Yeah. Okay, so that's all my pens. I think that's pretty exciting. Also, I've been like super obsessed with yin colors and wearing a lot of blue and purple and like yin everything. No yang, only yin. Because I realized like I am so tempted all the time to be so like yang, yang, yang. Like give, 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 do, create, 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 go, go, go. And like that's like my corrupted value system in my brain is like, if you're not doing something, if you're not creating something, you're wasting your fucking time. And like I kind of know when I really examine the situation that that's not true. There has to be a balance, because if I'm not like receiving and doing self-care and drinking lots of water, remember how we talked about that and how all these water cards keep coming up for me? Have we talked about that? How all these water cards keep coming up for me? Because a lot of water cards keep coming up for me. And then I was pouring tea yesterday and Temperance and the Star just fell out of my box. And I was like, okay. And those are the two most like tea related cards, but they're also very water related cards. And Temperance, of course, very like, it's like the balance card, or it's like the active balance card. The Hanged Man is kind of like the passive balance card. Oh yeah, so I'm like learning to balance the yin and the yang in myself, because I tend to want to be creating all the time instead of practicing self-care and sleeping and eating proper nutrition. And it's like, it's not even like eating proper nutrition, it's just like eating. Like that's hard for me. And part of it is I'm legitimately actually high functioning autistic, so I have the mixed blessing gift of hyperfocus. It is a beautiful gift because it means that I can really set my mind to something and power through it and get it done. And I can go for hours, days sometimes, barely doing anything else in between. And if I'm really interested and passionate about something, I will really give it my all. And that's really great for some things. And it's definitely like part of the reason that I've been able to create so many different creative projects and like get into so many different skill sets and hobbies. And it's definitely like, I would not be the same person with the same hobbies and skills if I did not have the gift of hyperfocus. However, when I am hyperfocused on a project, I don't notice anything. I don't notice the signs from my body, and I don't notice my environment around me. People can like talk to me, and sometimes I don't even notice that. Sometimes they'll be talking to me for like a minute and I'm like, oh wait, hold on, I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Because I can listen to you, but I wasn't. And I'm ready to listen to you, but I need you to like get my attention first. I need you to hook me before you start laying it all on me. And like I won't notice signs from my body, so if I'm like in a painting, if I'm painting in a painting, that's when I say like I'm in a painting or in my book, I mean I'm in it. I'm not just doing it, I'm not just working on it, I'm in it. And when I'm in a painting or in my book that I'm writing, or you know, whatever it is that I'm in, if I'm like thirsty or dehydrated, I won't notice it. If I get hungry, I don't notice it until I'm in pain. I'm so hungry. And even then, I can have like hunger pains for hours before I get really like, I should go eat something. I need to stop this. I need to walk away from this and go eat something. I don't notice just like regular hunger or regular thirst. If I get tired, I just work through it, because the thing that I'm working on, the thing that I'm in, just seems more important. And so I'm trying to learn to balance that. I'm having to be super, super intentional about drinking water and eating food. Because like if I wake up and I'm editing video and I have to go to work in an hour and I haven't eaten all day, it's like, well, I could stop editing the video and go eat something before I have to leave, or I could get another 45 minutes of video editing done before I have to leave. Which one should I do? Obviously the video editing is more exciting and more productive and therefore more valuable. And it's like this, like I know that actually there's not like more value in video editing than there is in eating food. And in fact, it might be the other way around. Like if I want to continue existing on this planet, drinking water, eating food, getting sleep are some of the most important things that I can do, period. Like, not like more important than video editing, like more important than going to work. And it is not my default mindset to think of it that way. So I am working on inviting more yin into my life and being more receptive and practicing more self-care. And I do wonder how much of this is tied up in the devaluing of the feminine on like a societal level, and like how probably as a very young child, like I perceived that femininity was not as highly valued as masculinity, and so I wanted to be less receptive and more active, and I wanted to be less like luxuriously pampered and more like power through. That's definitely like a thing about the way that I am, but also when I slow down I really enjoy it. Anyhow, and then I've had like all this inflammation in my chest and like really awful pain here and in my shoulder, and my roommate Ella did like some crystal grid work on me that made a big difference, and that's like kind of where some of this magic stuff that's been happening with me starts, but we won't talk too much about that right now. I probably should make that a separate video also. I don't know, man. I didn't even like believe in crystal healing for physical ailments a couple days ago, but now I have felt and seen the effects, and like experienced the effects in my body firsthand, and I really can't figure out what else it would be unless it was just like well-aligned timing. But definitely, I don't know, there was some other stuff going on. It was a good experience. It was a good experience. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, and then I had this sore throat the next day, and she was helping me with that too, with some crystals, and I realized that like the day that my sore throat got really bad, I'd been wearing like a red jasper and pyrite necklace around my neck, and like right against my throat I had all these firestones, and as soon as I lay down so that she could put crystals on my throat, I was like, wait, what am I doing with this on my throat when I have a sore throat and I'm experiencing inflammation? Like, why am I drinking like heavily roasted, heavily oxidized, very yang teas when I know that I have this inflammation, and I should be drinking like green tea, like lighter, more yin, cooler oolongs? And this is totally like an energetic thing. Like, this is not about what chemically, physically, medically is good or right. Like, I don't know the answer to that, although I know that eating food at like on a regular schedule and drinking enough water are both things, and getting enough sleep. I know that those are all things that are like legitimately medically good for you. But she put lapis and blue calcite on my throat, and it was like, you know, I'm sure that some of it was the vocal rest, but I really felt like that blue calcite like sucked so much of that pain away. And since then I've been putting pieces up, and I actually didn't have any of my own blue calcite. I thought I had one piece, and then we looked at it and decided that it was celestite, and so yeah, so I had been borrowing pieces of her blue calcite to like sleep with and carry around and just hold up there. And I made myself this lapis necklace that I'm really happy with. And then I've been wearing like all blue dress. I'm literally wearing blue knickers. You didn't need to know that. I just thought I'd fully inform you about the extent of my obsession with everything yin. In fact, I went to go have a tea sit at the tea house. I was running one, and I was like, everything must be yin. We're gonna drink phoenix oolongs, only lighter ones, green teas, mostly purple ones, and white teas, mostly fresh ones. And that's what we're gonna do. And I brought like only yin, blue, purple, green crystals, and like only like cooling things. And I brought my white rose tea pet instead of my clay bat tea pet. And I was like, I need a yin tablecloth. And I went through the tea house linens, and every single tablecloth in the tea house is black, red, gold, or like very heavily patterned. I was like, I can't have any of these. I ended up going with a gold one. It was like a very pale champagne gold. Still warm, still vaguely yang, but the most yin of them all. enough about my obsession. Actually, not enough about my obsession. This blue calcite was working so well for me. And oh my god, the first healing she did, I'll have to tell you about that. I really will have to make another video about this. She placed a stone on my forehead and I realized I'd been feeling like groggy and cloudy and tired and disoriented and dizzy all day. And she put this stone on my forehead. Like, I immediately felt more clear-headed and more present. And then afterwards I was like, what was that stone that you put on my forehead? Because like, I didn't even tell her that I was groggy, and I didn't even really realize how groggy I was until she put the stone on there. And within like a minute, and certainly by the time I was ready to stand up and take it off, I just felt so present. And before, and I think honestly, like, the mental shift that took place, and I do kind of blame the stone, although I also credit like the way that Ella kind of guided me through, like, what do you need to release? What are you holding on to? What do you need to get rid of? So I definitely credit some of that with some of the mental shift that happened, but definitely this crystal made a difference. I felt it as soon as she put it on there. I asked her what it was that she put on my forehead, and she said it was just clear calcite. And so I just kind of put that in the back of my head, and then I was working at the tea house the next day. The tea house is right next to Nature's Treasures rock shop. So I thought, you know, I'm in town, I'm not on a timeline. When I get off work at Guanyin, I'm gonna go to Nature's Treasures and just look around and see what they have. And I was actually looking for like some celestial smoky quartz, like a lapis tea coaster, some other tea coaster type pieces, or like a big selenite orb. They didn't have any of those things, but I'm walking by the fluorite table, and on the bottom shelf of the fluorite table, this rainbow, just like, hi, hello, come get me, Vervain. Hi, do you see me? And it called to me, and I couldn't help myself. I've never seen anything like it. It's so full of rainbows, and it's the clear calcite. It's the same thing that she had on my forehead. I've never done this before in my life. I've never before gone to Nature's Treasures and bought one thing. And I must have spent almost an entire hour in there. They were only open for another hour once I got there, but I was there nearly till they closed. Like, they definitely gave the 15-minute warning before I left. And I looked at all these different things, and I picked up a few things, but nothing called my name except this, which I couldn't talk myself out of. It was $17. They had a bunch that were half the size and half the price and half the rainbows, and I couldn't talk myself into a different one. This was the one that wanted to come home with me. And I am so thankful that I brought it home, because all this other crazy stuff that's been happening in my house, I've been so grateful to have this. I swear there is a fog, there's a brain fog coming out of a portal on the floor of my dining room. I don't care if you think I'm crazy, come to my dining room and feel it for yourself. This is gonna be such a long haul video, and it's not even a haul video anymore. We're just talking about magic. And then I bought that clear calcite. I went home. I was like, my throat is so sore. And that was the day I'd been wearing the pyrite necklace. And Ella was like, well, if you want me to lay some more stuff on you and try and help you with your throat, I can do that. And she was like, I feel like we're going to put some lapis here, but I really feel like you need some blue calcite. Do you have any blue calcite? And I was like, no, I don't. Or I think I might, but then we decided that my piece was celestite. And like I said, I used her blue calcite. I really felt like it sucked some shit out. It was great. And I had to go to the tea house again the next day to have a tea sit. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going back to the tea house. I'm going back to the rock depot in the back, and I'm getting me some blue calcite. And the rock depot in the back of Nature's Treasures is cool. It's all by weight. They have like a yard and a rough depot, and it's all rough pieces, both the yard and the depot, and it's all by weight. And this was, most of them have a weight minimum, like a quarter or a half a pound, depending on what it is. Even most of the calcites had a weight minimum, but the blue calcite, for whatever reason, did not have a weight minimum. It was $6 a pound. I got these 8 pieces because I was just gonna get like one for my throat, and then I was like, you know what? why not get a bunch for gridding and just have enough to be able to like do like a full body layout on myself. I spent less than $3 on these 8 pieces. It was literally like, whoops, it was literally like $2.75 to get all these. And it just makes me feel better. Just makes me feel better. Guys, I got so many other things at Kinokuniya that I haven't even mentioned. I just showed you all my pens and then we started talking about magic and crystals. It's probably a better video than a Kinokuniya haul anyway. So I did get these like little post-it things. Oh my gosh, I'm actually ashamed to admit how much I spent on these. I shouldn't have. But they're mermaids. These were $5.99 each, and I'll open them up and show you. So these are like page markers right there. And then we'll always be able to find where our little mermaid is. Isn't that nice? And then obviously there are mermaids and seashells and seahorses, and they're all super cute, and I couldn't say no. I only got one ribbon marker, and I used that for my current day. I wanted to have something a little easier than just putting tape on the side where I can find my current month's tracker, especially because I might like to start putting tape on the side of more pages than just my tracker. Let's put the mermaid on the April tracker. That's so much better. Now we'll be able to find the April tracker. So easy. And then I did get mermaids, 4 different mermaids, and I think they're pretty darn cute. And these are more matte, so I could write more on these if I wanted, and I probably will want to, although honestly I may use them more like stickers and decoration and bookmarks. I just couldn't say no. They're so cute, and I am obsessed with mermaids. Maybe you've noticed. And it says seize the day. How cute is that? These are by Streamline Imagined. It says make waves by Streamline, streamlinenyc.com. Mermaid memo tabs. These ones are not by Streamline. They're a different company. They're called Page Pals Sea Enchantment. By it says Girl of All Work Office Accessories. And then, oh my god, last thing in the first bag. How cute is this? I gotta open it. This I paid way too much for. But the way I thought of it was like this. Either I'm gonna have a bunch of boring pencil sharpeners and I'm gonna lose them, and I'm basically, it's gonna be like spending a lot of money and never having a pencil sharpener, or I'm gonna have one exciting pencil sharpener that I love, and I'm never gonna lose it, and I'm always gonna love and cherish it because it's a bunny and it's adorable. They did also have these in brown, but a white rabbit is one of my spirit animals, so I couldn't say no to the white one. I literally had them price check it, and they were like $4.99, and I was like, and then it was like, but I'm a bunny. Don't you love me? Don't you want to spend forever with me? And I was like, okay, put it in the order. I'll pay for it. I'll give it home. It wants to come home with me. I'll take it off your hands. Fine. It's fine. I'll adopt it. Sharpener, and I specifically got it for my colored pencils. I don't use regular wooden pencils, but I do have a whole bunch of fairly nice colored pencils that I do use for bullet journaling, so it'll be nice to be able to keep them sharp, especially because a lot of them are getting quite dull, and I actually was looking around and I couldn't find a pencil sharpener in my house. Then this is just something else that I needed. This was $3.99, probably also too much, but I'd been wanting like a good big serious eraser. I've just been using the erasers that come on the backs of the mechanical pencils that I have, and when I've been laying out my bullet journal lately, I've been doing like when I did my monthly plan with me, I did a lot of the layout in pencil first, and going back and erasing the pencil with the mechanical pencil eraser head was way too much time, way too much trouble, and now my mechanical pencil no longer has an eraser. So I got this cute little delete eraser, and this is what I'm gonna be using. I had seen erasers by this, like of this style by this brand before, and I'd had one when I was younger and like in art classes, and I remembered it being really good. So I didn't want to, I'm really picky with erasers. They have to work. I don't know why that's so much to ask of an eraser, but there seems to be a lot of gummy erasers out there that don't work. Anyhow, I knew I could trust this one. Feeling it in my hand, it feels amazing. I can already tell it's definitely gonna delete things that I need to delete. I got some stickers, and oh my gosh, stick around. I can't even show you that yet. Okay, then I got some stickers. These are like maybe the most exciting. Okay, I'm gonna save like 4 of the most exciting things for last. They're all after this, but this is still pretty exciting too. I'd been looking really for like bohemian witchy planner stickers to add to my bullet journal, and I just wasn't really satisfied with what I'd seen on the internet enough to want to order any of it. But then I found this at Kinokuniya. It says Life Organized by Paper House Productions. I'm sure there's like a name of this like design line, but I just thought it was lots of cute, very like my personality, very in line with my bullet journal aesthetic, 4 different sheets of stickers. So I'm very excited to be using and incorporating some of those. I did get 3 more stickers, and they had 4 designs, but I only got 3. They also had the Empress, but I didn't really feel like I was needing to manifest any of that energy right now. These were $3.99 each. Here's the Lovers. And the Sun. And the one that originally caught my eye, the World. And I'm not 100% sure where I'll be putting these yet, if they'll even be going in my bullet journal, or some of them might go on my vintage suitcase or my laptop, but I really like them, and I'm really excited to find exactly where I want to use them. And then the last thing, maybe the most exciting, and I'm not kidding, if I don't get the Amanita, I'm probably gonna go back and get like 3 more of these and try again. I saw they were like $7.99 on Amazon, because I looked it up when I got home, when I got on the road. Like as soon as I left Kinokuniya, I regretted only getting one. But we're gonna see. Maybe it's the one I want. There's a few that in here that I would really like, but there's only one that I really, really want. I really want the Amanita, but I'd be happy with the Porcini or the Button, or this guy is really cute. This guy's not bad. This guy's pretty cool too. So it's a mushroom. It looks like it's like could be a keychain, or could hang anywhere you hang things. I'll probably, if I end up getting more, I'll probably hang them from my rearview mirror. But I did want one for a keychain, so I thought we could open this together. And it's a blind box. I have no idea which one I'm getting. And I've always wanted a blind box, guys, but I don't want like character figures. I don't want character figures that just sit there. But then they made one that was mushrooms, and I was like, you know me. It's not even, that's so funny. I thought for sure it was gonna be like an opaque bag. I thought I was gonna get the opaque bag out and show you guys what it was that I'm opening. Well, I have good news. It's not the Amanita, but it is one that I really like. It's probably my third, what would have been my third choice. So this is exciting, and it's a good size for a keychain. Let's open that up. Oh, it's like nice soft rubber. It really looks like a mushroom. And it says Nature Technicolor on it. I will probably hang that on my key ring now. And maybe I'll go back and get more. So this was $5. I don't know if I said that. That's my Kinokuniya haul. And also like a lot of stuff about magic and portals and crystals and stuff. Anyhow, if this was your kind of video and you would like to, I don't know, this is like 2 kinds of videos mashed into one. Is this a kind of video you like? Is this too weird for you? Should I just shut up about portals? Should I shut the portal? Should I filter the portal? We're gonna have a whole, I'm gonna have to make a video about this. I don't have a choice. The world needs to know. Anyhow, if you do witchy bullet journaling, let me know what your favorite tips and tricks are. I'm very interested in incorporating more like intentional spirituality stuff into my bullet journaling practice. Very much my bullet journal is my grimoire book of shadows right now. I've never really succeeded before at keeping either of those things regularly, and I'm really excited at the way that it's going in my life right now. I'm losing light, which means I'm finally not overexposed. It also means it's about time to stop filming, which, like, it would be about time to stop filming anyway, even if I weren't done with the video, but I am done with the video. I can just talk myself in circles till I die. Let me know if you've had, let me know what your craziest magical experience has been, even especially if you're a little afraid to talk about it because you think people might think you're crazy. I always think people are gonna think I'm crazy. And then, I don't know, I like told my boyfriend and he's like, no, I gotta make this a separate video. If you want to hear about the portal thing, the crystal healing, to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, turn on that alarm bell to get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you for sitting all the way through this video and listening to my possibly insane magical ramblings. Let me know what's been your craziest magical experience and what are your favorite witchy bullet journaling tips. I hope you guys have a wonderful magical day or evening or whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a wonderful magical week, month, year, life. I hope everything goes amazingly for you. I hope that never stops. I hope you manifest endless abundance and love and magic and positivity and perfect health and wellness for yourself and all those around you. I hope that your life miraculously organizes itself into something that works for you, and that everything aligns for your highest good. I will see you all again very, very soon. Have a wonderful magical day and know that I love you very much.